What's going on, everyone? It's Caleb Moats back with another episode of the Caleb Moats Show. As promised, we would have Megan, also known as the Preaching Patriot, back on again so we can tackle these issues of the world. So, how's it going?
Going good. How you doing?
I'm living the dream. So, we have a few issues that we want to touch on. The first one that I wanted to talk about was there was another shooting in Minneapolis with a federal agent shooting a man.
Yeah,
This one actually happened to be Border Patrol, not ICE.
it did.
But so apparently the man was armed, he had a gun, and he had 2 magazines for the guns. He just recently died. Hopefully his family gets through it okay.
Yeah.
Start off by saying that. And then we'll go into, I feel like all of this comes behind there's something threatening happening to an officer before anything like this happens.
Yeah.
And that tells me like it is completely avoidable.
Yeah. They're not just trying to go out and shoot people up. That's not their intention.
Yeah. So whenever you see an officer, you don't think, "Oh, let's go and make some sort of threat towards him." Or let's go and try to hurt this man in some way. It's, "Oh, there's an officer. Let's carry on."
Yeah.
This happens whenever you have people who are consistently trying to put these officers in some sort of danger.
They're trying to stir up trouble of some kind. They're trying to be intimidating. They're trying to make threats and cause trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it was Tim Waltz. He called them Gestapo. And whenever you have these elected officials, I think we talked about it last time. You have these elected officials sitting here and preaching this agenda, saying that they're awful, they're Nazis, blah, keep on going like that. That's when you get the incidents like what happened to freaking Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. We're going to just create a civil divide between us that's so big that we can't bridge a gap, which is what we need to do as a country.
Yeah, you're going to start a civil war by preaching that agenda.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we don't really have too much information about what happened. Like I said, I'm just assuming that he made some sort of threat toward the officer.
Yeah.
However, if it comes out that the officer did just murder him in cold blood, I'll come back on here and condemn that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we condemn where we see wrong, you know, and right now we don't have the full details of this yet. But if it is consistent with the other stories that have come out, it would be the assumption that, you know, the victim, I guess, at this point, you know, if you want to use that, was most likely doing something that got him in that spot in the first place, most likely. Not that that's a good thing. Not that, you know, any of us wish that he would be killed out of it, but.
Yeah, and I just really wonder why these elected officials are telling people to stand in front of these federal agencies saying don't let them do their jobs. Like, how else is that going to go?
Yeah, I mean, they're there to do a job for a reason. They're from the government. Whenever I see anyone in the law at all, I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, they're here doing their job. I'm going to stay out of their way. I'm not going to cause any trouble for them. I'm not going to cause any problems for them. I'm going to do my thing. And my thing is not going to hinder their thing. And we're going to keep going and let them do their job.
Yeah, just go into Walmart, get your Cheetos, and go home. Nothing's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
It's whenever you see them, then you go and you start protesting them, jumping in front of their cars. Like, I've always been taught ever since I was a kid not to jump in front of cars.
Yeah,
but
cars in general.
That, it's a recipe for disaster, honestly. And it's not going to get any better until we start having some common sense as a country.
Yeah.
To not do that kind of thing.
Yeah, common sense, and I think just open discussion and dialogue, and just people being open to hear other people's opinions. And even if we all can't get on the same page, at least just us getting more understanding of the other side, and you know, just being able to find a common ground between us, which there is. We just need to find it, and we need people to work together, not be so closed off at any other differing ideas from their own.
Yeah, exactly. That is one of America's biggest issues right now is if you believe this way, I hate you and you deserve to die. That's how extreme it is.
Yeah.
But when all reality is be like, oh, you believe that way? Well, I believe this way. Why do you believe that way? Have the conversation. Maybe you can find some common ground. Maybe there's some agreement in there.
Mm-hmm.
You never really know.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there is a few radicals who you're never going to find anything in common with them. They're just so far
and we
gone.
can even be fair on both sides of the aisle. You know, there's radicals on both sides that are not going to compromise at all.
Yeah.
So,
but even with the radicals, it's good to have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because while you might not agree on this topic, maybe this topic you agree on.
Yeah.
So sitting down, having a conversation, and opening the door to peace within a country, that's what makes America great.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's Republican and Democrat.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was they disagreed on topics, but they sat down and got it done what was best for the country.
Yeah.
That's why America is a freaking superpower of the nation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think it's important to remember in all of this that everyone is human at the end of the day, right? You might not agree with their political beliefs, their political ideologies, and they could be fighting for that really hard, but that at the end of the day, they're human. They have a family. They have, you know, mothers that love them, fathers that love them, wives, husbands, children. And we have to bring humanity back into politics because we're getting so detached from that idea that it is so easy to just go out and not even think of the person in their everyday life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But with that being said, talking about humanity.
I
want to go and I want to talk about how ICE apparently, quote unquote, arrested a 5-year-old boy.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
I did hear about that. That 5-year-old. Oh my goodness, what trouble was he causing?
What was your take on it?
I think obviously the media portrayed ICE in the worst way as they could. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I think that's kind of the go-to at the moment. And ICE is not going to arrest a 5-year-old. Yeah. They could potentially take custody of a 5-year-old, you know, but they're not going to arrest a 5-year-old.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was, ICE pulled up to this house, to this man's house, where a 5-year-old boy, his son, was living with him. The man runs off, leaving his 5-year-old boy in the cold. So ICE then does take custody of the 5-year-old because they're not just going to leave him there in the.
I would hope they wouldn't. I would hope we all would hope they wouldn't.
They took custody of him. They actually took him to a drive-through restaurant, got him food, took him back to his mom's house. She didn't want him. She said, "No, I don't want him here." So they hold on to him for hours. They keep him.
They're not going to turn him to the streets. Yeah. They're going to be like, "All right, go on, go run off." Mm-hmm. Like.
So then they finally do arrest his dad, which happened, and then they're giving the dad a choice to either be deported with his son because they don't separate families, and I believe that the son could stay, but it depends on the mom.
Yeah.
So if the mom accepts him, the son can stay.
Right.
Which is crazy to me. Like, I thought ICE was such bad people. Why are you leaving
so
your
horrible.
son with them?
So horrible. Exactly. Yeah. And also too, yeah, if you see these horrible people that are coming to arrest you, I would hope you would put yourself in front of your son if you think they're so horrible. Instead, you're just going to ditch your son and you're going to run. And that's crazy.
And that's actually an issue. It happens a lot on the border where this is happening.
Yes.
Where parents will just dip out and leave their kids there. And these kids, they basically disappear and they're found. Most of them were found working on a drug farm in California.
Yes. Yeah.
At 14.
Yeah.
Younger than that. Illegally working on a marijuana farm.
Yeah.
It's freaking wild.
People were even paying just to have people sneak them into the country. And that's another reason we don't want just illegals just coming in, is because they're not using these kids for good purposes. They're abusing them.
Because I think the dad
even going missing.
Got in through the Biden's little app.
Oh.
He had that app where you could go through and do something on there and get in. But there's no record of that happening.
Yeah.
So he either got lost in the system there or that never happened. And think about it. He came in. We have no idea who he is. No idea where his roots are. He could be a drug lord. He could be a gang member.
We have no idea. Yeah. No clue.
So we're left in the dark, but we're also the bad guys for wanting. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just still can't imagine just leaving my 5-year-old.
Yeah, it's
Even if I didn't think they had bad intentions, I wouldn't just leave my 5-year-old.
that is true.
I can't get past that. I don't know. That's weird to me.
Maybe they were there for the 5-year-old.
Yeah.
They weren't there for the dad.
No, the dad can stay. The 5-year-old though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, oh, so the Walk for Life happened in Washington D.C.
Yeah, the National Walk for Life. That was really exciting.
What is that in your own words?
My own words. So basically, it is a national Walk for Life. So this one, there's local ones. I participate in a local one here, which I love, and one day I would love to go to the National Walk for Life. Wasn't able to happen this year, but basically people from all around the country come together to DC and they walk together for the sanctity of life and to help promote that ideal, and help bring awareness and the cause to the pro-life mission. And how many abortions have taken place. And I was doing a little bit of research on this, and they wanted to specifically highlight that in America, since Roe v. Wade, there has been over or about 1.1 million abortions every year, which is crazy. That's 1.1 million babies.
How long ago? What year did Roe v. Wade happen?
I think it was 1972 or 3, I want to say.
No, all right.
I could double check that. I could fact check that. But I think 1972, 1973. Let's see. Let me fact check this. Let's see. Roe v. Wade was in 1973.
Okay, 1973.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
1973. 1.1 million abortions happen every year in America since then, which is crazy. And actually, for this Walk for Life specifically, it was just January 23rd. They had over tens of thousands of attendees, according to their records, which is incredible that they had so many people show up to walk in DC, our nation's capital, to fight for the unborn.
I know. I saw where Andrew and Nolene Cedra were there.
Oh, were they there?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
They're a pretty cool squad.
They are cool.
So what is that? What is a? You said you feel strongly about it.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
I mean, for me, I started getting into, again, my local Walk for Life when I was about 8 years old here. So it's something I've felt strongly about since I was really young. And I just think it's so sad that we, can't admit that it's a human that has a huge potential for a beautiful life to contribute here. And we don't know how many lives have been aborted, killed, murdered, however you want to say it, who could have grown up to be our next great politicians, who could have grown up to be the next great educators, even just, police force, anything, who could have made a huge difference in our country and our world. And they were just discarded because they were inconvenient, or it was thought that they, were going to be maybe Down syndrome or special needs. And so they were like, oh, it's not worth it. And I just think we should see value in every life. And it just breaks my heart that we can't and that we don't. And I think especially women have been sold such a huge lie that you can't be successful once you have kids, and that kids are going to drag you down. They're going to hold you back. And like, we've been fed this so much, especially with the feminist movement. And I think we can clearly see it. That's not the case. I was talking to you about it a little bit earlier. Caroline Leavitt just announced that she's pregnant with her second child, and she is press secretary for President Trump. And she has one child already and one on the way. That's a huge deal. It has not hindered her career, has not hindered her life. She is embracing it fully, and she's very successful, along with our vice president, J.D. Vance, and his wife are expecting their fourth child. And so
it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's, second woman of the country, and she is going to have her fourth child.
That is true. I feel like a lot of times kids are a motivating factor to people, where they look at them and they see like it straightens them out almost.
Yeah, absolutely. And with abortion, I'm not going to say that everyone has to keep their child, right? But at least you do need to either find someone to adopt it or whatever, because there are plenty of people in our country that would love to adopt a child. And I do think we need to work on our adoption in our country, because it is very hard to find the right balance of it.
That's the way I think about it. where abortion is, I obviously don't 100% agree with it, but I think that the focus needs to be more on how can we make it more affordable for young moms who don't know what they're going to do.
Yes.
Like, how can we help them out so that they can have a child and feel comfortable knowing that they'll be okay? We need to be looking more into how to do these things.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a national government that is providing for millions and millions of illegal immigrants. Why don't we take that government where it's like, okay, this is the issue right here. We have a mom who's just turned 18 years old. She got pregnant on accident, whatever. How can we help her out?
Absolutely.
Instead of just having a yelling, abortion's bad, abortion's good, blah, blah, blah. Find out how we can actually help the mom out so that she can grow up, know that she'll be okay, find out what kind of childcare, and actually help her through the whole process of all of
that. I think it's important that we focus on like women's centers, like women's, whatever. They're usually, a lot of times, they happen to be Christian run organizations. And I think we need to focus on supporting them more, especially now that abortion has been left up to the states themselves, especially in the states that have outlawed abortion, which I'm so grateful for and thankful for, at least put in really strict guidelines for. And the clinics there. Why am I blanking what they're called? Planned Parenthood. There we go. They're closing down a lot of Planned Parenthoods, which again is a win for us because their main job is to do abortions. That's like their main thing. People like to try to hide it and say, oh, they're just for women's health too, and they just happen to do abortion. But their main goal is abortions in their communities. And so we need to focus on really helping get the women's centers open there that can actually help these women when they come in with an unexpected pregnancy or an unwanted pregnancy. That can sometimes they can help give them just free ultrasounds, free checkups. Obviously, that's really important to keep the mom and the baby safe, and can even help them with cribs and car seats and things like that once the baby's born.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's I just personally I feel like a lot of times we just look at the issue wrong. Like I've watched so many videos, I've heard it so many times where we can argue whether abortion is right or wrong, but where does that get us?
Yeah.
Me, if let's say that you're for it and I'm against it, us sitting here having a shouting match is not going to do jack squat.
Yeah.
But if we go into and we look at it, how can we legitimately help these mothers? What can we do? And it starts with like just us feet on the ground going.
Yeah.
Talking to people, helping them through it, making sure that they know like it's going to be okay.
Yeah. That's why it's really sad when the Christians that do go to the Planned Parenthoods or the abortion clinics and they stand outside and they just talk to these women as they're coming in and they tell them like, we can help you with this, we can help you with that. Like, would you like to see your baby on an ultrasound and hear their heartbeat? And you'll see the abortion clinics will actually send out people to try to chase the Christians off or whatever off to bring the women in, and they get very angry. But it's not bad to give these women another option. I mean, I especially don't think it's bad, but they should also realize too, like, it's not a bad thing to give them another option.
Yeah, give them another option. Just treat it with kindness. Don't treat it with the FU mentality.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of that goes around where, like we talked about it earlier. So if you don't agree with me, then F you.
Yeah.
You need to treat people with a different kind of kindness. Whenever you talk to someone, your tone matters.
Yeah.
If you sit there and you start raising your voice over every little thing, that person's not going to have a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
But if you legitimately sit there and you have a conversation with this person, you have a gentle tone, then you can have a conversation.
Yeah. Especially as Christians. That's like, I mean, Jesus would literally go out and just sit all day and talk to people and heal people, answer their questions, talk to them, and then obviously he was Jesus. He was doing miraculous healings.
I wish he would do that right now.
I know, right?
I would have a few questions for him if I pulled up.
That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I would vote for him for president.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope we would.
I feel like
it'd be awesome. But honestly, that's actually, let's think about this for a second. If Jesus came down right now to America, would he get elected as president in our country?
I feel like if Trump can get elected, Jesus can too. I mean,
would people be so open?
Joe Biden stole the election.
This is true.
All Jesus
could just make it
snap
happen.
his fingers and bang, it's there.
He created the world with just, well, God did. God could put him in,
God did.
But
sorry. But like, I feel like just by pure votes, I think so. Mm-hmm. I'd campaign for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I give it to him.
Yeah.
He would win in a landslide.
Good.
I feel like there's enough Christians in every state.
Yeah. So if we really put it down, we had Jesus running and Donald Trump running.
I'm voting for Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. But America, half of America hates Trump right now, so I guess Jesus.
I mean, here's the thing. Just think about it.
You'd have so many people saying that Jesus hates like gays and whatever, though they would probably start rioting if Jesus was running for president, literally.
Yeah, but like think about it. If he's president, you don't have to send in a letter.
No, you don't. You just have to pray.
You could pray every night.
That'd be incredible. That's what it's gonna be like in heaven, though. This is what we have to look forward to.
You sit there and be like, "Hey, Jesus, lower the taxes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, amen."
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even have to deport people on planes. He's just you're going back. They just go.
That'd be pretty cool.
Our streets are going to be gold.
I feel like the one world government, one world order would be really bad unless it was Jesus ran.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just imagine Jesus coming down, running the whole thing.
Be incredible.
Isn't that in Revelations?
That'll be the 1,000-year reign.
Oh,
the millennium.
Can't wait.
The millennium.
I cannot wait. So, now, off of that topic. So, Ilhan Omar, her net worth went from 0 to upwards of $30 million. And get this, she won't say how. She won't answer how it happened. Now, I think about it. You think about it a lot. If there's a girl and her husband's doing really well in real estate. Really well in whatever business he's doing. Is she shy about saying that? No,
she's gonna be like, guess what? My husband is bringing all his money in.
and then think about it, I'd be like, hey, how did you do this? Because I want to be able to do it myself. And she won't answer any questions at all. So how did she get the money?
She is Somali. They do have something going on.
They do have something going on. That is true.
She works for the daycare center.
Shoot.
She opened the daycare center. There we go.
But,
who knows? I don't know.
It's just crazy because that money does have to come from somewhere.
Yeah. And I feel like anyone in our government, too, should also have to answer for any massive fluctuations in their...
I mean, we do, too. It's called
in their income. Exactly. And so I do think you need to be able to answer that on a public level because we see a lot of, politicians randomly just get rich out of nowhere, and it's like, I would like to know how this happens. I would like to get in on some of that too.
Kind of like following Nancy Pelosi in the stock trade.
Exactly.
I had that thought years ago. I was like, what if I just went and followed a politician every stock that they bought?
Literally, I was talking with that about with my boss too. I'm like, we just need to do that.
We're
not gonna have anything wrong happen.
It was devastating to me whenever I found out Nancy Pelosi got rich off of it and I didn't follow her. Come on now. But it's just funny to me how that kind of thing happens. I mean, I don't have any right to tell her she's wrong for it or she's right for it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and she could have done it. Could have.
Yeah, she
done it in a good and legal, wonderful way.
She could have been selling magazines.
Yeah,
you never know.
Somali magazines, all of them. She's like, oh, here, do you want a piece of home?
Yeah.
And she did really good. That could have been it. But she does kind of need to answer where that came from.
Oh, yeah. And now the last thing of the day, the fastest growing Christian church in the world is in Iran. Or Iran. How do you say it?
I say Iran.
Iran?
I don't know how this is supposed to be said.
I saw a video the other day where it's a guy is like, it's not Iran, it's Iran.
Iran?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to say it.
I have no idea.
So
we probably should have looked it up before we did the video.
If I said it wrong, don't come at me. It's
just our American accent.
Yeah. I know that I had called it Iran, then it's like Iran, then it's Iran.
I combine the two. I say Iran, so I don't
There you
know.
go.
Iran. I don't know.
So yeah, but the fastest growing Christian church is there. Of all
Yeah.
places where you get persecuted for being a Christian.
So that's crazy. I mean, they have to have some really devoted Christians there, which is amazing and beautiful. And I will say, Voice of the Martyrs is an organization that I followed for a long time. And I read a book by them a couple years ago and followed a lot of their stuff even more. And I will say the persecuted churches in like the Middle East have prayed. I don't necessarily want this, but have prayed for persecution in America for being Christians because they say we're too lukewarm and the Christians there are so on fire to actually be Christians. And they're like, we've prayed for persecution in America so that way your church actually has fire again, which is crazy.
They prayed.
They've prayed
for the death of Christians.
That we would get pushed a little bit, that we would have some persecution, so that way we would actually have a fire for God instead of our lukewarm Christianity.
They prayed
yes.
for the persecution.
Yes, I should find this article, and I probably could eventually. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, moving.
How can you call yourself a Christian and say, that's my brother and sister in Christ? I pray that they
because
die.
They say we're too lukewarm.
I don't care if you're lukewarm or not. You're supposed to.
I mean, I don't want.
You're supposed to find peace in the country, not sit there.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Golly.
Anyway,
well, no. I'm not going to pray for their persecution.
No, I hope it thrives. I hope it really continues. That's amazing. And again, you do have to think about it. Like if you're getting persecuted that badly, to the point of death, as a Christian there, and it's the fastest growing Christian church, that's a big testament to the Christians there.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's really cool.
All right. Well, the last thing I'm going to talk about tonight is we got a good UFC fight coming up. Great card. Honestly, it's a really freaking good fight card. You should look into it.
You'll have to tell me. I don't know anything about it.
If you're watching this, drop your predictions in the comments below. I'm entertained. We also have the dude. Do you hear about the dude that's climbing the skyscraper?
No.
Taipei 101 in Japan.
No.
It's on Netflix
I didn't
tonight.
See that.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
Oh, really?
But it got postponed due to weather. This dude's free soloing the side of that skyscraper.
Oh wow, that should be interesting.
It's going to.
We'll pray for his safety.
So I'm gonna be sitting there. I'm going to the movie theater to watch the fight tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm legit going to have the Netflix thing here. And I'm gonna be watching the fights up here.
That's great.
But no, it should be real interesting.
Next time Caleb comes back, I'll have to tell you about how it all went.
Oh yeah, I'm fired up about it. It's going to be a great day. I hope that y'all have a great week. Mm-hmm. If you're up north in the snowstorm, stay safe, stay warm. Mm-hmm. If your heater goes out, I guess just like snuggle up with each other and try to get like body heat. Mm-hmm. Get under some blankets, whatever. Just be happy, be joyful, and go and tell someone about Jesus, and don't pray for persecution. But anyway, with that being said, I'll see y'all later. You got anything you want to say?
No, that's it. Stay safe.
All right. Follow her on Instagram. I think
that's it right now. No.
Make a Facebook page.
Okay.
All right. Follow her on Instagram at The Preaching Patriot. Mm-hmm. And y'all have a good one. Tell people about Jesus.